milking a cow kind of sucks as a guy.
I'm like, what do you think the first guy was thinking? He's like,
for real, think about it. Like,
he just is like,
he saw cow titties and he was like,
well, he didn't know they were titties because they're like down their way. He's like, what's his dog doing with 4 dicks? You know? All you hear is like,
no, I'm not this way.
what's up?
God damn it, motherfucker. What's up? I say what's up, guys. We already fucking established this, dog.
How you doing?
What's up, guys? We're back.
Welcome to episode 8.
Eat? Well, episode 8 is in session.
Dude,
Ocho.
we've been doing this for 2 months now.
I guess if you look at it like that.
We've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, we are back for episode Ocho. Ocho. Ocho sounds cool. I like it.
Why?
Ocho.
It always reminds me of Pinocho.
Like Pinocchio?
Yes.
I've never heard it in Spanish. It's not Pinocchio?
No, it's...
Is that Pinocchio? No? You grew up in Mexico, all right? Like, you saw everything in Spanish. Like,
How old are you?
25.
This whole time you're like, I'm not gonna like Pinocchio.
No, I watched Pinocchio. Fuck you.
Oh, badass. No, it's Pinocho.
Pinocho?
Yeah.
See, that just sounds wrong. It just sounds wrong. Like, it's not right.
You dirty bitch.
I don't know.
I know what you're thinking.
Like, Pino Ochos? Like,
Pinocho.
8 dicks?
Oh, whoa, what?
I don't know, bro. Damn, this took a wrong turn. What's up, guys?
Pinocho. Yeah, what's up, guys?
This is episode 8. We are back again with CharroBeans podcast. Yeah. We want to thank everybody coming back. The first YouTube video got like 180 something views.
For real? I didn't check it, but when I checked it out, it was at 100 something.
Yeah, man. Like, it's funny because we only have 200 and something followers on Instagram, but
right, that's
a lot more people are listening and watching. So I'm like, hey, if you can follow CharroBeans podcast on Instagram, it'd be pretty cool. You'd be cooler if you did.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
When you do it, it sounds cool. When I do it, it's just...
It's because I'm American.
Yeah.
You got the accent.
Okay, Pinocchio.
Okay, Pinocchio. Pinocchio.
¿Qué?
Penes ochos. I don't know. Okay, anyway, we are back again. We are here, dude. It's been like a couple days since I seen you.
No, I also had a good time.
I did.
I was not.
I was telling Victor, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna talk about because I wasn't here this weekend. I actually took a vacation.
Where were you, Sam?
I was in. Oh, look, I wore a shirt. I bought it over there. Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Arkansas.
It really should be Arkansas. I don't know why the fuck or who made it Arkansas, but
oh, so I'm saying it right?
Yeah, you're saying it
right.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's Arkansas. But we went to Hot Springs, and I was talking about this. Mariachis don't really take vacations, and if they do, it's an investment to take a couple of days off.
Yeah, I mean, I've always hated that whole thing of like, when I've met like older charros, they're always like, yeah, I always miss like my family's birthdays. Or
that's
like,
true. Yeah.
They're like, you can't enjoy holidays because you're working on during that, or you can't take vacations, you know, because you gotta work.
Yep.
And I was like, at first I was like, damn, that's kind of rad, you know, you're like dedicating your life to this whole thing. But now I'm like, fuck that, dude. Like,
yeah,
I want to enjoy my life.
No, I mean, I hadn't taken a vacation in like 2 years. I think since I went to Colorado, where I proposed to my wife.
Right.
But I hadn't gone out of the Texas and done something in like 2 years. And I think the perfect time to go was during a pandemic.
Yeah.
Very bad. But it was a fun time, but I didn't get to gig this week, so I kind of left Victor by himself this week. I think, no, I've left you before. Right? Yeah, like when I went to Colorado.
I mean, okay. Yeah, but we had Paco.
Oh, yeah, so...
Paco wasn't there.
Usually, okay, so this is how it went. Usually it's me, him, and a guitar player. His name's Paco.
Shout out.
Shout out Paco. Francisco Perez.
Francisco Javier Perez. No.
Damn,
Francisco Paco.
that's
Javier
a badass name. I'm not gonna lie. Francisco Javier Perez.
Ooh.
It just sounds like some general type shit.
Sounds like a novela, bro.
It was like Pancho Villa and Francisco Javier Perez.
Bro.
They were homies. They were like, yo, and then they threw up blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
and then they murdered the bad guys. I don't know who they're fighting.
I don't know who did Mexicans fight.
A lot of people.
Bro, we don't know shit.
A lot of people, yeah.
We weren't taught Mexican.
I was,
history.
but I forgot.
Oh yeah, Victor was, but
they fought the French at some point, right?
You're a little slow.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, usually the armonía section is this.
Yeah.
Him on guitarrón, me on vihuela, and then we have Paco on guitar. So usually when I leave, like when I ask for vacations and stuff, I'm usually covered, because I have someone to come in and I have Paco to come in either on guitar or vihuela.
Usually there will be an harmonia if we can get one, but if not, Paco can play vihuela.
Yeah.
He'll pull through.
Yeah, but it's funny because as soon as I took I was like, hey Arturo, like my boss, I was like, hey Arturo, I'm gonna be taking off. It was the same week where he was like, oh yeah, Paco was like, oh yeah, I'm retiring.
Yeah,
I was like,
Paco's retiring.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
because I was like, can you retire next week, bro? Because I already asked off.
He's like, see.
He was like, see. No, but yeah, he brought up the retirement. He wanted to spend more time with his family and his son that's like 2 years old now, right?
Yeah.
Little boy.
Yeah.
So we were talking about this, like retirement, yeah, at some point, me and you are going to stop playing mariachi. Probably completely. Yeah. I mean, everybody does. Like,
some people don't.
Oh, well, yeah, you could
crazy.
be. Yeah, I see some old motherfuckers like playing like at 60, 70, still kicking it.
Dude.
But I feel like, at least on this side in America and in Texas or in America, a lot of people like or products of school like you and me, so then we went into outside groups, competition groups or whatever. But eventually it kind of starts fading out of your life. So you start thinking like, okay, so what's next? Either you keep doing mariachi like us or do you go off and start your career, your job, and you just kind of forget about it? Like it does make you think like at some point that's going to happen.
I feel like for me, it's gonna be something like what Paco is going through. Like, I just want to spend more time doing something else, or like, you're making a family and all that.
Yeah.
Cause, like, mariachi is tiring. Even for me, like, yo que soy el más joven del grupo. Like,
yeah, you're 23.
Like, it does take a toll on me, and I'm like, sometimes like, I wake up like puteado, like, like your body hurts, or like, you just like worn out,
Oh yeah, dude, for sure. Like, I'm pretty sure I have the back of a 60-year-old. Like, the bottom of my feet are hard like concrete, bro. Like where my what are they called? Is the curvature of your foot, and I get the ends. Like where you actually stand on. Los
your
puntos.
Soul?
Yes, I guess I don't know, but those places, I actually like have all hard and shit from just playing like a shitload of hours. So like. Yeah. Your body does take a toll throughout the years, and I think Paco was doing it since I don't have an exact number, but he was playing for a long time. Yeah. At least, even if it wasn't with Allende, it was before that. So it was like, I want to say like early 2000s. I could be wrong, but and then even his dad is a singer. Yeah, he's been doing music forever, and he still does it to this day. Yeah. So I mean, at some point, I guess you do think about like, okay, so am I gonna keep playing, at people's parties every weekend, or am I going to dedicate myself to something else?
Which is cool, whatever you choose. But I feel like for me, I'm just going to, like, no va a pasar de 30,
Yeah.
I'm just going to be like, you know what? I kind of want to do, like, enjoy myself.
Like play chess in parks with old men and stuff?
No? I'm going to be, like, 30 or something, dude. Not fucking... What are you thinking?
I don't know, bro. That's the first thing that came to mind. Like, retiring and then going, like, to play with... Going in the park and feeding birds and shit. Like,
right.
Pinches pedazos de bread.
Like Michael's got like a whole fucking loaf.
Oh, yeah. Like, whole slices of bread and shit. No, but yeah, like it does get you thinking. Like after a while, you might. Who knows when it could be? I mean, tomorrow, or in a couple years, it really depends on you. And I mean, he felt that it was the time. So right now, like It's just you and me.
Yeah.
Right now in the group.
Loki, I was very sad last week, dude.
Why?
Because I knew he was leaving.
Oh, that he was leaving.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't there either.
Yeah. No.
So like
Okay,
it was kind of like
I meant like 2 weeks ago.
Oh right, my bad.
Because that's when he was official. Like.
Yeah, he actually like came out and told us, right?
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, so I'm finna dip," and I'm like, "Finna?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm finna dip." And I'm like, "Damn, that sucks."
I mean, we already knew, but you know.
But like he told us, and you could tell, he's sad. It's because at some point, like, you spend a lot of your hours and time with your buddies. I mean, like me, Victor, or buddies, and like everybody that I play with is like my friend too. So like, you end up like completely finishing those weekends with them. So really the only time you see your friends or like even like people that aren't in this group, like people that used to play in high school and play in college or whatever, like you only see those people in social media in most cases.
Yeah.
And you think back and you're like, man, I spent so many hours and practices and fucking wrong notes, right notes with these people. And it's like, you're done.
And you have like a lot of bonding moments too, you know?
Right, yeah. A lot
because me and Paco sat like for the longest time in the back together.
Yeah.
And I have like all these videos of us doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
And like that's what kind of hit me too, because 2 weeks ago when we did that misa, like remember we're all like fuck, we might get in trouble, but like during the misa when el padre está dando el sermón, and then we were just like sharing all this stuff like of us doing shit.
Oh, like on your phone?
Yeah, we're sending like the stupidest shit, you
like
know?
yeah. So they were using the filters, like it's because that church has it upstairs, so like the mariachi's kind of isolated.
Yeah,
like everything that's going on.
Yeah,
like,
you can't see us.
You can't really see us. I mean, we go up and we play like our parts in the song during the misa, and we're probably bad because we're doing this, but like to pass the time, sometimes you're not listening or whatever. That sounds so bad. Dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to get in trouble, but that's what we're doing.
But it's like you were saying, like we were just messing around, we were having fun, like to pass the time. We do that at any gig, you know. So.
Yeah, I forgot about that. We were doing like the filters, right? We were doing like the baby filter.
Yeah, we're doing the baby filter, the freaking like the ones where it just jacks up your face, like it's just stuff like that. So you make a lot of memories with the people you play with. Yeah. So when they do finally retire, first of all, you have to find someone else to replace them. Yeah. Which for him, it's a big thing.
Well, what I was trying to say is like after like the whole filters, we started sending like memories. You know how Snapchat lets you keep memories? Right. And then like I was just looking for those, and then like Arturo started sending his. Yeah. And then like we all started like sharing each other's
it was just going back and forth.
Yeah,
and
I'm just like, damn, like
we've gone through a lot.
Yeah, like this guy's really leaving.
Because
like, fuck.
Because you got in 2017, so you've been here, or like consistently
around 2 or 3 years now, right?
Well, I would say like 3 years if it was 2017, and then I technically started with these guys in 2013, so I've known Paco since then. Yeah. So it's been like 7 years that I know this guy. Not to say I'm never gonna see him again, but you obviously do. You don't see them as much anymore.
It's gonna be a lot less.
Yeah, it's gonna be considerably less. So it's something to think about. Someday you might retire, and someone listening right now at some point is probably thinking like, hey, I'm gonna retire soon. I'm having a baby and buying a house. I'm starting my career. We're not there yet, but I mean. That could be tomorrow. That could be next week. That could be in 2 years, 3 years, 10 years. I don't fucking know. Right now, I don't have an indication that I want to stop. Yeah. I think I stop it. I wouldn't stop like right now, but who knows? In a couple of years. Because some people like us, like I have a job, so this is kind of my weekend thing, kind of like a weekend getaway. But other people like literally live off of this. Yeah. So I mean, it's just it all depends on the person. But
that is crazy. That it's like fuck. Ow.
My bad. Dog.
There's like so many people that live out of it, and like that's crazy. Cause, o sea, nosotros nos cansamos con 3 días, and sorry.
Wow, so insightful, bro.
I'm just sad. I'm grieving. Can you say something?
Like I said all I can say. No, but best wishes to Paco. He's been listening to the podcast, so I don't know what to say. Like,
I love you.
Oh shit. Nah, yeah, but we have an opening in the group, so.
Oh no.
I was like, oh shit.
It's like audition start.
Dude, it's gonna be like America's Got Talent. It's just gonna be you, me, and fucking our boss. Yeah. And I'm gonna be like Simon Cowell, like no.
Yeah, right. be like, how much do you weigh? How tall are you? Like, if you're not as tall as Paco, I don't want you.
If you're not as dark as Paco, I don't want you.
If you don't have the beard, bro, like, I don't want it.
If you don't have an ass, don't even think about it.
Yeah, just walk away.
Just walk away. No, but yeah. So, getting that out of the way. So going back. So I was on vacation, so I didn't get to play. So, we had to get someone to fill in for me on Friday and Saturday.
Right.
You know, they only played Friday and Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So, usually when I'm out, either like I said, Paco like takes over on vihuela, or he comes on guitar, or they'll bring someone else to come on vihuela, because Paco does a lot of singing. So, this last time though, we got a vihuela player, right?
Yeah.
He hired someone.
Well, I forgot. Ivan was here too.
Oh, Ivan
on
came?
guitar? Yeah.
Shout out Ivan.
Yeah. Ivan
on Friday? On Friday?
Yeah, he came on Friday.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
you
so
had
he
a
was on
guitar player
guitar,
and you had a vihuela player.
Yeah.
That same guy, Rudy? What's his name?
Yeah, his name's Rudy.
Shout out Rudy.
From,
I don't even know him.
He's from Chicago. He's probably not going to listen to this.
Yeah, he won't listen to this shit.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's a violin player, you know?
Yeah, he's a violin player.
Yeah, and he was on vihuela, and he was doing a good job, dude. Like,
yeah.
Like, he was pulling through on most of them. And I feel bad for him, too, because songs that he didn't know, I had to pues se les tenía que decir.
You had to yell at him.
Yeah.
Sol.
Yeah, dude. And sometimes like I guess because he's a violin player, but sometimes I would be like, let's say el tono es sol, right? And I'm like la. And usually when you take in mind the key and you say something like la, es la menor, you know?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No.
Like I don't say the whole chord because it would take too long.
You know you do that shit to me. Yeah, it confuses the shit out of me.
Like I can be like la menor siete, because then like I have to tell you the next chord and it's gonna be like I'm rapping or something.
Yeah,
you know?
I remember like when there's like times where I really don't know the song and you start saying that shit. I'll actually like you'll mean A minor, but I'll put A because you're like la, so I'll put like a
Well, I don't know. That's how they did it to me. Like
A major.
Like they would just tell you like the chord, and it's kind of up to you to be like.
It's because
all right, this is the key.
It's not even that. It's also like so like sometimes I already know what you're gonna say, or like you tell me A, and I'm like okay, so he means A minor. Yeah. But then when it's someone that doesn't know like what you usually do. Like when my little brother, I think y'all played for my wedding, and my little brother played with y'all.
Oh, that one was tougher because, like,
shout out Jose.
Because I would tell him, and he'd be like, I don't know them in Spanish. So I'm like, well, fuck, I don't know him in English anymore, you know. So I would be like, G. It would be fucking funny because he'd be like, C, and he would play like. Do, and I'm like, no, I like
no C,
like B minor, and I'm like, fuck.
Dude, they purposely fucked that up. Like C, like the chord C is C, but like B in Spanish.
They're like right next to each other.
Yeah, they're just fucking with you, bro. Whoever came up with that shit was just like, we're gonna ruin everybody's fucking life, dude. We're just gonna fucking make it as hard as possible.
Yeah. Nah, but this guy Rudy, he pulled through.
No, he pulled through. Yeah, I heard he was a trooper.
Yeah, and he has a nice voice. He only sang once.
Yeah.
But I mean, even then, he sounds really good, and he did a nice chorus. So good job, Rudy. I'm sorry for, I don't know, not being a good, like, I don't know. But yeah, we were doing that, and we even had a last minute gig after the planta.
Oh, I heard this. Yeah, you had a gig after.
Yeah. But the thing was too that
so like what sucks about plantas is they kind of tire you out, right? Yeah. So we've had it before. Like after the planta, Arturo, like our boss, he's like we have a gig after, and I'm like no, mames. I'm like you're saying we have a gig after the planta? He's like yeah. Which is like it makes me sound like a fucking puss because like I can't handle it. But it's because we've said this before. Like your body's adjusted to a certain amount of work. So when out of nowhere it's like, oh, you have another hour, you have another 2 hour, and I'm like, fuck. But like I was already like using up all my energy in the first part, you know.
You're like giving it your all.
Yeah, you give it your all, so that you play that last freaking chord of the last song at the planta, and you're like, I'm done. I can just head home. I could put everything up and can head home. And he's like, oh yeah, by the way, we have a we have a gig after this. I'm like, fuck.
Well, you know what sucked about this one?
What happened?
That everybody already left. It was just me, like, it was me, Rudy, and Arturo. We were chilling.
Yeah.
and like that lady called him up and he's like, hey, can y'all do an hour? So he's like, he asked me, he's like, you want to do an hour right now? I'm like, well, sure. Who else is gonna go? Pues nomás nosotros tres.
Mm-hmm.
But then this other guy, like, he goes to the planta regularly.
Oh, the violin player.
Yeah.
We'll keep him anonymous. I don't want to say any names.
Oh, okay. Well, this guy.
So there's this guy that comes out to the restaurant every Friday.
Yeah, he kind of like comes hang.
Yeah, he comes to hang
like,
out. I mean, yeah, he comes like.
Pero es charro también.
Yeah,
and
he's
like sometimes he'll come after like his gig.
His gigs.
So llega vestido, you know.
Yeah.
Like viene de charro. So like for us, it was kind of a good thing porque llegó del mismo traje. Like he came in a black suit.
In a black suit.
Yeah, and he's like, ¿Qué pacho?
He was like, I'm ready. He always comes in like he's ready to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like we're all ready. We're all wearing black or whatever. We're playing or whatever.
Yeah.
He comes in wearing a traje. So he's like, all right, well, I'm ready to work. As soon as you say I'm ready to go,
Yeah.
like,
and we're like,
come out.
And we're like, sit down, bro. Like, no, but like he got there just in time because we were putting up, we were ready to leave.
Yeah.
And then we just saw him pull up, and we're like, hey, here's the address. Ahí te vemos. And then we got to that last gig, and dude, it wasn't tough, but what was pretty tough was that they kept making us drink.
Wasn't Friday National Tequila Day?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. And we got a little buzzed, you know.
You got a little buzzed?
Yeah, we all did.
A little buzzed?
Except for Rudy. He didn't trust us.
Well, it's because so he's new. He's new to the group, so he's probably like, well, I can't wild out right now, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know my true demons, you know, so I gotta like play it cool.
Yeah, but we were like,
yeah, we're drinking tequila like it was fucking Great Value water, dude.
Well, nah, dude, it's good. Like the lady gave, like, to me, she gave me like this really tall glass, and then she like, I would be like, all right, that's good. Okay, that's good. And then just kept filling it up.
Just 2 shots of vodka.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
Nah, that was bad.
It's crazy because like it can go both ways. So a lot of people when they find out I'm a mariachi, so like when I joined the fraternity in school, the first thing they would tell me, like I told them, oh yeah, you know, like I'm also a mariachi. I play on the weekends and stuff. They're all like, oh bro, that's what's up, man. Like, so do y'all like drink at the gigs? And I'm like, well, you know this, like I don't really drink. Like I'm not a drinker. So a lot of the times when people ask me like for a shot, like you want a shot? I always tell them no. But like the only time that I do get it is when they're like forcing me. And it's funny how it goes both ways. I'm telling you, like, if it was like one of my fraternity bros and they were playing, they'd be like, "Oh fuck yeah, bro, pour me up another one," you know. But like for me, it's like, no, I'm good, you know, I'm good. Like, give me a water if anything, you know. But they're like, "No, you fucking pussy!" Like, and they start like pouring it for you. Yeah. They start shoving it in your face, and I'm like, "Damn, man, like." I'm really about to die. Like, if they had a gun, I'd just give them my wallet. I'm like, here, you just take it. But it's funny how that happens, dude. Like, some customers. I mean, it's good. It's good because I mean that shows that the people are at least into it and they're happy and they're having a good time. They want you to have a good time, and 9 times out of 10, the mariachi's gonna take it. Like, they fucking love to drink.
I mean, I was only drinking because you weren't there.
Damn, bro, you missed me.
I was just like, damn. I looked at Rudy. I'm like, you're not Sammy.
While you were getting drunk, I was making s'mores in Arkansas. I was around a fire outside. Like, dude, I was so chill over there. Like, I didn't give a fuck. My hair was down. Like, I didn't give a fuck over there, dude. Dude, I was having a good time.
I was like, damn, who's that man?
But yeah, I was so I was eating s'mores, and then what were you doing? Getting fucking drunk. No,
I wasn't.
Nah, you're a little buzzed.
I was a little buzzed.
Why you giggling, bro?
No, nah.
Oh shit!
I'm just chilling. I was having a good time. We were working, and then I felt so sorry for Rudy because this lady was just like Veracruz uno, and then Mexico en la piel, which really sucked because he really didn't know it.
Who didn't?
Rudy, yeah.
Veracruz and what was the other?
Mexico en la piel. That's what I remember.
There's certain songs you can't bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like certain songs that people call out. If it's like a ranchera, you can just kind of like wing your way through it or whatever. You know, bolero, maybe like if it's a simple one. If it's not a Javier Solis one, like going wild and shit, you can probably improvise. But like Veracruz one is really complex. México en la piel is the same shit. Like you play a wrong chord or a wrong note, you're gonna fucking ruin the whole shit.
And I'm not shitting on Rudy, you know. Like I said, that guy was pulling through.
Yeah.
As I just said, it sucks for me because I have to
tell him
talk and play.
Yeah.
Which I'm not very good at. From you've known.
That's the whole reason I don't sing, bro. Yeah. Because like they used to tell me like, why don't you do coros? Because first of all, I can't sing. Like I have a low voice and I it's just it won't come out right. And then even if I try singing, like in high school, they'd be like, "Hey, can you do coros?" I'm like, "No. Yeah. Either you want me to sing or you want me to play. Because if I do both, one of them's gonna suffer, bro. Like my vocals are gonna be all over the place, and I'm gonna be playing good, or I'm gonna be playing really bad, and my vocals gonna be A1. You know, like so I can't. I'd just rather not. You know.
Yeah. I mean, like now that I've seen videos and you see me in the back, kind of like it looks like I'm singing, which I'm not singing. Yeah. Like at all. I'm just like wording.
Worthing?
Is that
You're wording?
Wording? Yeah. I'm wording. I'm like, the minute I said it, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah. I'm either doing that or I'm taking, usually I take Arturo's voice and I take it like an octave lower.
Right.
Just so like it looks like I'm singing. Because I think it looks pretty cool with like everybody looks like it's singing, you know?
Usually I'm just looking depressed in the back.
Yeah. But I look over there trying like it looks like I'm trying my best. I'm not. I'm bullshitting.
Yeah, you're trying to do something.
I'm doing an illusion. You know?
Yeah.
And
it's all fake.
Yeah. Fuck. And
we just called you out, bro. Like now
I did this to myself.
Yeah, you kind of did that to yourself. Yeah, you're right. Fuck.
No, but yeah, and it was really funny because México en la piel is not complex, but you have to know it.
It's very specific. That's what I'm trying to say. Like. It's not complicated if you know the chords, but that's the thing. You have to know the chords. If not, it's gonna ruin the whole shit.
Yeah, and the rhythm too, because you know it has a little part where the guitar does like little arpeggios, and you and me are doing golpes.
Yeah.
Like he kept trying to do like responderme, like the little pon chan chan. So I had to be like golpes juntos, and then like the chord. So we like re menor 7. Sol, do, fa, and I kept tripping out. Like, I started fucking him up. Like I was fucking him up because era como un si bemol. Yeah. But my dumb ass is like do, so he's like do, and I'm like no, si bemol.
And it fucks you up, right? So it only gets worse at that point because like that's why I can't like when it's happened before. Like you're out or something, you know, or we have a guitar player that comes to help us, and then they'll ask me like. Fuck, I don't know that one. I'm like, well, just follow me, you know? Yeah. But sometimes, like, they don't get it. Either they don't know the fingering. Well, they don't know the fingerings on the guitar. So you have to tell them, like, oh, okay, I you know, C minor, F, whatever. But while I'm doing that, I'm fucking up. So, like, it's a fucking shit show, dude. Like, you can't win if it, like, especially if with me, like, it's going to sound bad, dude. Yeah. Like, I'm going to fuck up and... There's nothing much you can do, but like I'm trying, you know, like I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not shitting on Rudy because that guy was pulling through. Like, after a while, he was hanging on, or like he would like, he has, I want to say common sense, but it's also kind of like your ear, like when the bass does a certain scale. Since I most of the time I go first in the measure. Mm-hmm. Like I already say which chord goes, you know. If I play C, then it's most likely gonna be a C. You know? And he was following that. He's like, all right, he's doing a scale to this. So it's gonna be this chord, you know. Mm-hmm. He was doing that pretty well, and after that, on Saturday, it was cool because Saturday Arturo texted and he's like, "Hey, it's like we had 3 hours, 1 2 hour and 1 hour."
Yeah, you guys had one cancel, right?
Yeah,
you had a 2 hour before the 1 hour.
Yeah,
and I remember he messaged on the group app. And he was like, yeah, se canceló la primera.
Yeah, so we're like, fuck, we only have 1 hour for Saturday.
And then I was telling you this. So you're saying it went from 3 hours, right, to 1 hour.
Yeah.
And then salieron otras dos afterwards.
No, nomás salió una más.
Oh, it's one, right. Yeah. So what I'm saying is like, it's almost never guaranteed that it's going to be that with Arturo. Yeah. Like, he'll say like, oh, you know, we only have an hour. And then like, we'll be finished with the last one. And he's like, oh, by the way, there's another hour. Oh, there's another 3 hours. And I'm like.
Yeah, like I said, you can't really plan your Saturdays.
Yeah. So that goes back to what we were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we take up so much time in Mariachi that you can kind of understand when people try turn to retirement because they're just like, I like to have my Saturdays off. Everybody that's probably retired from here has done that. You know, they go off and do their job and they have their family, and you know, you need your Saturdays for your family and all that stuff. So, that's crazy.
But that was funny because we were like, "Fuck, man, just 1 hour." Like, I guess might as well just drive to the gig or something.
Right.
And sure enough, he's like, "Hey, we're meeting here because cayó otra," and I'm like. I was gonna say fuck, but I'm like, fuck yeah, you know, like, because that's a good thing. Now you like that's more work.
Yeah, you get more money, dude. I mean, you're only expecting a certain amount with 1 hour, and then it's like a little bonus. You're like, shit, I'm gonna have to work, but like, fuck it, hey, let's get some bread, bro.
Yeah, so I mean, basically played. I'm trying to remember how much we played Friday night. I don't know if it was 1 or 2 hours, but we basically played like 3 or 4 hours for the week, you know. So, well, I did. You know, most of the guys didn't.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. But, yeah, it wasn't a bad week.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
And then, so you guys ended up working pretty good, right? Like, and I was telling him, like, when you take vacations, bro, like, it really is like an investment. So, at some point, like, I took off, and I didn't play at all this week. So, I missed all the chivo, which chivo in Mariachi talk means, like, all my paycheck. I sacrificed my chivo this weekend or whatever. Yeah. And then on top of that, you know, I went on vacation, so I was spending money like hotcakes. You know, I was like, what is it? I'll buy it. I got it, you know. So it's an investment because not only did you lose like your chivo from the week, but you also spent money elsewhere. So I mean, it gets expensive to take a week off. Like unless like you're just sitting at home and doing nothing, then okay, maybe you just lost the chivo from that week. But fuck, if you get like me, where I went somewhere, dude, I took a pay cut.
Fuck. And then all that gas money. Do you drive? Do you take your truck?
Yeah, I fucking drove. Damn. Nah, but it's not much. I got a little Toyota.
Oh, I'm like Yoda.
Tacoma. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's crazy, man.
What is?
Just I can't imagine like when you're missing people at a gig. It's funny because it doesn't matter who you replace. Yeah. It changes the dynamic in a group. So like you're used to a certain sound, a certain anymore, whatever. Yeah. But like one of our trumpet players is gone. One of our violin players, like you can feel it. You know what I mean? So
you can already like tell the struggle because every group kind of has their own thing too. Like like after a while, like someone. Either a trumpet or the violin section or the harmonia, they do like a little, like improv, I guess, like little thing that other people take notice. So you start doing it,
right?
You know, like so that's unique to that certain group, which like other people don't know that come in.
Oh yeah.
So you have to kind of like be like, hey, like this song has like a stop, or it has like a certain.
Oh yeah, that has happened. I mean? Yeah, so they end up like playing it their way, and it's like, oh, like here we play it this way. Yeah. So it just ends up. So it's always a bitch, you know, to get someone to replace you and stuff like that. Yeah. And really, you just got to do whatever you can to pull through. Yeah. Like, sorry, I left you, bro. Yeah, that's true. You should give me some of your chivo to.
Nah, shut the fuck up. I work for that, dude.
Fuck. I kind of want to get drunk at the gig now.
I mean, you've taken 2 shots and you seem pretty happy.
Dude, I told you already. Like, I've taken them. I would know if I was buzzed or anything like that.
Would you?
Yes, I would. I felt no different. I was happier.
There you go.
But I wasn't nothing. Right? It would say 0.000001 on a breathalyzer. I swear.
Well, you seem pretty lit to me.
You seem pretty lit to me. Shut the fuck up.
You seem pretty lit, dude.
Whatever.
I miss Samuel.
I'll get drunk at my wedding, my real wedding.
Oh shit! When is that?
I don't know.
That's not very.
Oh man, no, but yeah. As long as you had a good time, bro.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
No, it was cool. There were a lot of singers.
Man, it just gets me thinking. I'm like, how do people do it? I mean, we got a question about this. Like, I think we kind of answered it. Like when people come out and they play and they just drink, and they just get like fucked up. Like I do know of people that do that every weekend, where they'll like drink like heavily, like every weekend, and then they'll do it the right next day.
Fuck, I don't know.
And I'm wondering like how you do that, because like the next day andas crudo way, like
Or sometimes you don't sleep and you wake up like
yeah, so you wake up like crudo, so like you're hungover, and then you wake up still like kind of drunk. Estás pedo todavía. Es como Paco dijo, dude, like andas credo, like crudo y pedo.
Yeah.
So you wake up the next day, and really, I don't know how people do it, bro. Because to be honest, I be getting headaches or certain pains in my stomach, or whatever, the next day, and I'm thinking like, how are people functioning fucked up like right now, like, and then pa cabala, dude, they get like a fucking beer, like my dad does that shit.
Yeah, like that's a thing. Like apparently, if you're hungover,
who came up with that?
Fuck, I don't
Does
know.
it work?
Apparently,
nah, fuck no. So, you know how when you get you get a beer the next day, pa la cruda, so you drink another beer. Who came up with that shit?
I don't know, to be honest. Because even my mom's told me, she's like, see, like whenever you get like hella drunk, you're hungover, like the cure is more alcohol.
That's gotta be
like,
no.
Obviamente not the same amount.
That's gotta be some bullshit, bro. That's gotta be some bullshit. Like if you got like an STD tomorrow, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you have an STD, bro. The best way to not get or to get better is to have more sex or more." Like,
why'd you bring up STDs, bro?
I don't know, bro. Like I couldn't think of an example, but I'm thinking like, okay, like if you're drinking a smoothie. And then, like, you're drinking a smoothie, you keep getting more smoothie, and then you end up throwing up. You don't drink more smoothie to get better, is what I'm saying. You don't keep doing the same thing to get better.
Yeah.
Does anybody understand?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, like, how are people, like, functioning like that?
I think the best.
I'm like, how do you do it, bro?
Yo. I've only... like I said, I don't drink... all the time, all right? I drink like...
Oh, no?
Like you said last time, every blue moon. Like
every blue moon?
Yeah. And like the
a lot of moons.
Bro, the last time... shut the fuck up. The last time I got I was like... I woke up throwing up.
Oh, you woke up throwing up?
Well, no. Hey, I was next to the toilet, bro. It was all good.
What? Fucking ass up in the air like...
No, it's just... Fuck. Now, like, I swear I'm not a drunk, okay?
Victor's not a drunk.
Yeah.
But anyway, what?
Like the last time I woke up like that was like 2 years ago.
Okay.
It was at Albuquerque.
Okay.
And
we need to talk about Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Another podcast.
Yeah, and it was funny because I'm just having a good time and like I'm drinking. That was not my fault either. People were just buying me drinks.
Oh, okay, it's not your fault.
Yeah, I just had to take them because they're expensive, dude. You gotta take it.
Oh, okay. Then I get you on that point. If it's already bought, you're like, fuck, I can't like throw this on the ground.
So I'm having a good time, dude. Next thing I know, I'm like, in my friend Roger's hotel room,
Shout out Roger.
Like on the floor, and I'm like, fuck am I?
How did I get here?
Yeah.
How did I get from A to B?
Yeah, dude. And that was the last time I got fucking I got fucked. Like it was bad. And apparently, like what's worked for me for a hangover, it's like unos chilaquiles o como menudo.
Oh, something spicy. I've heard of that.
Yeah, just getting something in your stomach too, so your body can I guess filter out the alcohol.
Right.
Because that's all you have in your system at that point.
Alcohol.
Yeah. Which is apparently really good for para el COVID.
Para el COVID.
Yeah. Alcohol kills the disease.
COVID?
Yeah.
I don't think that's how it works.
That's what they told me.
Oh. So you keep trying that out, bro.
So yeah, I'm doing it for my health. Fuck.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm back. Okay.
You done fucked up the setup, bro.
No, it's good.
Okay, cool.
But yeah.
Well, yeah, man. If you are drinking, just be careful, be responsible. We're out here to have fun.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself and others. This is what we're trying to say. Man, should we get into Charro Chat?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it.
Do your thing.
Oh yeah, pull it up. I can't pull it up, so I record all this on my phone. So
no, don't you do that whole? Don't you start singing and shit?
Oh yeah, hang on. You ready?
Go.
Charro Chat, Charro Chat, Charro chat. Let's get into Charro chat. Hey, bro, it's gonna become the jingle.
The jingle.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it into a beat.
Yeah. Were you going first or I was going first?
No, you're going first.
I already forgot. Okay. Let's get into Charro chat.
You said you really liked it, so you must know.
Oh, this was a good one. Okay. At that guy Merrick. Is that how you say it?
I have
Merrick?
no idea.
Mark? Oh, it might be Merrick. I don't know. At that guy Merrick Mark. He kind of worded it weird, but this is what I'm assuming it says. It says you switch from an armonia instrument to a melodica instrument, trumpet or violin. Which one and why? So I think he's saying like if you were to switch from armonia to a melody instrument, what would it be? Like trumpet or violin?
That's hard. What do you think?
I don't know because I was thinking hard about this. If I could go back, I would probably learn violin. When I started my musical journey, I would probably start at violin. First of all, because when you play violin, dude, that's just badass. Like, fucking playing all that shit, that hard ass shit. It's pretty cool, bro. I've always looked up to the people that can play like that fucking badass, like on a melody instrument, and you could really express yourself. I feel like on a violin, but okay, so I'd probably pick violin, but I'd probably become a trumpet player. You know why?
Why?
I'm too fucking short. I can't be in the front, dude. You know how the violins are always in the front, and like the trumpet players always got like a little platform, so at least like that helps me out. I'm like at eye level of everybody else, so I'd probably become a trumpet player just because, like I said, I'm short, and most trumpet players are short. Think about it. Who's tall? Jorge from Sol, he's tall. He's like 8 foot tall and shit.
Oh shit!
But everybody else is fucking short as shit. You tell me.
Well, I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't look.
Everybody's short as shit. That's trumpet
true.
player. So since I'm fucking tiny, I'm gonna be a trumpet player. But
Well,
probably be violin if I really wanted to.
Well, I wanted to play violin. Like when I was signing up,
in middle school?
Yeah.
Oh really?
I was signing up for violin, and I don't know. I didn't know English at the time, but it sounded like
you still don't.
Yeah, pretty much. But it sounded like they were telling me that they didn't have any spots left.
Right.
And I was like, no, pues ni modo. So I started playing guitar.
Okay. So you it wasn't your first choice to play guitar then?
Nah, I wanted to play violin.
Dang, that's pretty cool. That's pretty courageous of you.
What?
To like you wanted to play violin, like you wanted to.
Well, I mean, I was a kid. I didn't know what I was getting into.
Right. No, I'm saying because a lot of people think that at least not that they think that, but most of the time, like at our schools and stuff, you would always see like girls playing violin.
Yeah.
And then like guys would want to play like guitar and stuff. You know what I mean?
Sense. Yeah.
So and then nobody wanted to play trumpet. I think in trumpet, all the ones came from band. Like we didn't have a trumpet teacher in Mariachi.
Right.
For the longest, GP Elder, our middle school, didn't have trumpets in the group, right?
I mean, in my time there was.
But I'm saying they were more violin and armonia heavy.
Yeah, they were
like,
more heavy.
They almost never had like a trumpet section or anything.
Our teacher tried his best to.
But I'm not saying it was bad. I was saying like
no, it was bad. No, I'm just kidding.
Goddamn.
Right,
just go in on him like no, fuck that.
Yeah.
No, we want to get him on here actually.
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, for sure. Like that's pretty cool that you wanted to play violin when you started.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I could go back, I would probably learn violin. Just because, just take out a violin and play some hard ass, cool ass shit. Yeah. Like all I can do in here is.
All right, bro. You're good. We get your point.
That's why I don't sing and play at the same time.
No,
I think it's pretty good.
Like I would like to play violin just because I like the energy that you can like exert. When you see a good violin player, like you see them like the way they attack and like the way they what's the word?
Perform.
Express. You know, you can see like the whole body working towards like a certain sound.
Right. I feel that.
But like when you hear like a good trumpet player, that shit makes you wet, dude. You know, when it's like
Excuse me?
I said what I said.
Oh shit.
You know, when it's like a fat sound,
yeah,
and
that's
it's
true.
like a really like beautiful vibrato, you're like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Like I would play that, or like when they're como en un son, they're like kind of like doing the whole like drive.
Yeah,
You know?
they lead a lot of that.
Yeah, like that sounds so badass. Like sometimes, like I'll just like when we're gigging, I'll look at the violins and the trumpet. I'm like, fuck, like I would so like to do that. So like I've been even thinking about that. Like the last few months, I'm like, maybe I should just get like a trumpet at a pawn shop or like a violin
Oh, and like maybe
and like
practice?
fix it up. Yeah, and try to play.
Uh,
But I always forget. and
your
I'm
mom's
like,
gonna hate
nah.
you
Sure, it does. It's
because
cool.
like
Right.
I was gonna say because like you're in your room and you're like all fucking loud,
Right.
fucking like shut that shit. Like it says you can't play a trumpet like quietly.
Yeah. I mean, you have mutes.
Yeah, but you still hear that shit.
Not as much.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? Like I would do it for like the ability to express yourself. Besides, like
Yeah, we talked about this. Like
Yeah.
we can, you can really express yourself in a melody instrument. Like,
yeah,
and it's like you said, you see someone playing like those instruments badass, like really on point.
yeah,
Like it impresses you. You know.
yeah.
There's not much I can do.
I
other
mean,
than,
we can we bitch that. Yeah, wait. Like we do have a lot to work with. It's just that we're very repetitive compared to them.
yeah,
Like
yeah, for
como
sure.
un son, it's always like tan 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 tan. Sometimes it'll
For
be a
like
little bit
90
different,
bars and shit.
and sometimes it'll be different.
Yeah.
But for them, it's always different.
Yeah.
Every song has like its little like punchline.
Uniqueness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm like that's a cool like I guess does harp count as a melody?
Well,
Or-
you actually play a melody instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah, you play harp, so you can actually like play shit out. But I can't. Like, I guess I could do guitar, but like,
Requintas. Like,
I can't do that shit, dude.
but
Next.
Yeah. Oh shit.
But yeah, violin. I'd probably be a trumpet player though. I'm too short.
I'm gonna take this one. Emmanuel Pena.
Pena?
Yeah.
I'm
he's-
pretty sure it's Peña.
Yeah, but aquí no está una ñ. It's an N.
Oh, so yeah, you're reading it exactly. So
Yeah.
Emmanuel
Pena.
Pena.
Why are you embarrassed, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, he's asking how do you play a G.
How do you play G?
Yeah.
You want
I'm
to do
like,
it?
I'll show you, bro. I got this.
I could show you, but
I
think
got this.
you got it.
Yeah, I tell Emmanuel. You
Okay.
see that? You see that shit, right?
So
Bitch. I hope that enlightens you.
I think that's actually how you play it.
Right? Hope you like that. Oh,
Yeah.
you're next.
Is it me?
Yeah. Well, I already took mine.
Oh, all right.
Shout out to Emmanuel.
What did I say it was gonna be? I forgot.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. At Galindo.95 says, when will you guys have a featured guest? Would be nice to hear that in the podcast.
Ooh.
Never.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck that. Who's
It's
gonna?
always me and Sam.
First of all, nobody wants to come on because we don't even have any viewers or listeners.
I'm like, first of all, like, no one. Yeah, you took my joke. Fuck. I was thinking about it.
What?
Like, no one listens to us.
Yeah, nobody listens to us, so
Nobody loves me.
it really doesn't make sense to bring anybody on that no one wants to listen to. No, I'm kidding. We are looking into it. I told Victor when we do start bringing people in, it has to be someone that can at least match up to what we're saying. Like, I don't want anybody boring on here, and then I also don't want somebody that
Fuck am I doing here? No.
it's too late to replace you.
True.
True. We've already got, like you said, 2 months. No, no, but for real, yeah, we just want to bring someone that does match up to what we're saying and doesn't take offense to what we say, because there's a lot of purists out there that probably think that we're just spewing a bunch of bullshit. So we want to make sure that the person that does come is someone at least well known or at least can roll with us and not be offended by anything.
That's also true. Like, like recently, every time I meet someone new, I'm always like, hey, like some people can detect sarcasm as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So sometimes they will get like kind of offended, but I'm just kidding. Like I'm not meaning anything.
Just kidding.
Yeah, like I'm like, why you mad, bro?
It's because at the same time too, what some people don't realize is that we're very like, we never take any, or at least me, I don't take anything seriously. So this whole podcast is literally like not taking Mariachi seriously. Like we do, but like we're not over here trying to like, I don't know how to say it. Like we're not over here trying to teach you anything. We're not trying to fucking make it seems so pure or anything. Like, this is real shit. Is what we do on the weekends, and
We're just here to relate.
so someone here has to be able to relate to us.
Yeah.
So we're working on it.
One of the 3 views that we get has to relate. Bro.
Yeah, exactly. One of the 2.5 views that we get for this.
2.5.
Yeah,
someone doesn't even finish and they're like, Mwah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, dude, they logged off before they finished. No, but the first person that is on here is gonna be a surprise. Hopefully, it's someone big, and you guys just stay tuned. Subscribe to the YouTube, Sammy Ramirez, and maybe you guys can see the first guest.
It's Shrek.
It is Shrek.
All right, so next question.
Next question.
This is from Gabe XR or Gabester. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with Gabe XR.
Cool.
And he says, "How can I get into playing gigs like you guys? What do I need to know music wise?" Pues nada, way. Like,
I don't know if you listen to the podcast, but we don't know shit.
It's like I told Sam, we're at the bottom of the food chain, bro.
We're in the bottom of the food chain. There's literally no one should look up to us, is what I'm trying to say. No.
Okay, we might have been kidding a little bit.
Yeah, I might be kidding a little bit. No, I told Victor, to be a good mariachi, really, you need to just know your shit. So don't go in expecting to play with the group or anything like that if you don't know your círculos, like your patterns, your chord patterns, your progressions, basic music theory. Like I told Victor in this, like, really mariachi is all patterns. I mean, if you know what is gonna come next, it's because you've already played so many songs and you know that all of it is a pattern.
Yeah.
Primera, segunda, tercera. That's literally how you start. Like, know what la segunda de G is, la tercera de G, and then just go from there. Tercera de C, segunda de C. You know, like, just every single one of those. Know all your progressions. That's really all it takes. And it's even when I learned guitarrón, I learned all of that, how it all connects, really. Like, after I started playing guitarrón, I was like, oh, so that's how it works. I was like, wow.
I would also say, like, you just need a little bit of, like, maybe ear training or, like, intuition, like, cause you gotta, like, take in mind too, like, when you're playing, like, with I guess, like, a gig group, like, it's not gonna be a perfect, you know. You gotta, like, sometimes, like, a client wants to sing, or, like, sometimes someone sings differently, or, like, something is just different, and you gotta be able to be like, oh shit, like, the trumpet player's like picking up his trumpet. He's about to do something.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta watch out for what someone's about to do, because you don't know if it's gonna be right, but you gotta be with them, you know?
You gotta anticipate everything. Yeah. So it just you gotta be on your toes. Like we said in one of the first podcasts, like when we first joined the group, we were super lost. And I'm sure a lot of people that maybe the guy that asked this, like, hasn't played with the group like that. Like, it was a culture shock, like, literally for us when we went into a group that literally plays everything. So once we were exposed to that, we were like, oh shit, like, this is what people really do. Like, this is the world. Like, it's no longer you playing in high school and, like, knowing what's on the sheet of music that you practiced like 90,000 times. Like, it's really up to your intuition and your how proactive you are in the gig. How good you are listening. Once you study enough patterns, that's what I wanted to say. You'll be able to at least play along with anything, and really that's what it is. Because once you got it, like, even now we get. I've said this before. Like, every week we play something I've never played before. I feel like that always happens. Like, Arturo or our boss will just, like, call out this random ass fucking song. And in the 7 years that I've been here, I'm like, dude, I've never played that, like, ever in my life. I've never even heard that song. And he's like, like, he's like, no, pues tan sol, güey, va más o menos así. And I'm like, well, you're a lot of help, bro. So then I'm like, all right, well, I have to rely on my knowledge of patterns and my círculos, and from there. And then me and Victor usually, like, we cut after the first, like, half, I think we get it. Yeah. And then the second half is better.
That's, like, to me, just to not freak out. Like, to me, I play like a little game, you know, like, Like the first time the song goes through, like you can fuck up all you want, but you gotta take in mind like okay, like it has 2 verses and then like un coro or something,
Yeah.
and then the second time that it comes back, because it always repeats, you know.
Yeah, it always repeats.
Like you should be able to play it better, you know, because you already went through it once.
Right.
And it's like, well, to me, like for the most part, it's like clear in my head, you know. Like okay, like it's gonna be the same part, and sometimes it'll be different.
Yeah.
You never know. Sometimes it just go straight to tercera,
Mm-hmm.
and other times it just does something else. So yeah, I just gotta pay attention. And then there are gonna be songs that like even if you know progressions, like I've said this before too, like the main example for me is like Javier Solis, because like if you don't
No.
there's still gonna be a lot of songs from that guy and like other people too, like como Pedro Infante and them,
Yeah.
that son boleros que they're very unique,
Very complex, very unnecessarily. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like they're very like special, you know.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
like you just gotta like, me and Sam don't practice that much anymore, but like we've done something like, cause we fucked up songs, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like remember that song, you know, like La Tragedia del Vaquero, and like we fucked it up. Like if you fuck something up that bad, at least try to listen to it, you know.
Yeah. No.
Like,
Yeah. I do that all the time. Like, if I really butchered a song that bad, I'll at least listen to it after the gig, and I was like, oh, okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times too, like the person that called it or like our boss, he'd be like, oh, well, it has this, and then you go back and listen to it, and I was like, that's not what it was.
Yeah.
Like you listen to it after, and you're like, no, it was this, you know. So then I'll only do that really if I see that like they called it like 2-3 times, because I'm like, okay, well, this is gonna come back up again, you know.
Yeah.
So I might as well like go back and like learn it, but then it goes back on you too, because like, what's the one song like that we play that I can never get right? I know which one it is.
Loco.
Bitch, I know that one.
Loco de Javier Solis.
Oh no, I can kind of go through that one. I got it. No, it's fucking esa de pinche Alejandro Fernández, dude.
No. Oh, Contigo Aprendí.
Contigo Aprendí. I fucking hate that song.
I try my best, dude.
Every time they ask for that shit, like I've played it for 7 years. To this fucking day, I can't play that fucking song. And it's not even like I don't know the theory behind it. Like I know exactly what's gonna come up, but like my fingers are like they're just like fuck you, bro. Like they're not gonna do what they want. So like every time we play that song, I'm always like, I'm gonna learn it. So I go home and I fucking learn it, and según ya la tengo. But then we'll go like 2 months without playing it. So se me olvida, dude. Yeah. So I'll forget. So then I'm like, all right, well, I got it and whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. And then they'll call it at the most random ass gig. I'm tired as fuck. It's already been 4 hours or whatever. And then they call for it, and I'm like, no, please no.
Just flashbacks.
And then Arturo's just like, and then he's like, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. And I'm like, fuck me. And I already know when it's coming. Like I'm all like, this is where I butcher it. And then I'm like it just sounds like shit, dude. Like, and it happens every time. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, you're not gonna know everything.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck up.
You're gonna fuck up regardless. But that's part of life.
Especially if you're armonía. Like if you fuck up with armonía, like people just look at you extra. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, dude. Or you talking about like the other members, or like people in the audience?
I guess in armonía it's more noticeable when you fuck up.
Yeah, because like, I talked about this with you. I was like, it's one guitarrón, one vihuela, and one guitar usually, right?
Right.
So okay, and then say like the guitar player goes up to play, so it's just you and me as armonía. That's just us, and it sucks because there's only one of us. So like, when you're say that weekend they hired a violin to come out and play with the rest of the group. Obviously, he's not gonna know. He might be really good and he knows all rep or whatever, but he might not know our arrangements or the way we play, or he might need to play a segunda, tercera, primera, you know, whatever. So the benefit they have is there's 3, 4, 5 of them sometimes, you know. So like they can be in the background, like they can fuck up.
And they can get drowned out.
Yeah, get drowned out. You won't be able to hear them.
Yeah.
I play one wrong chord and everybody's like,
they're like, look at this fucking idiot.
Get a load of this fucking idiot. So then I fuck up one chord and everybody looks at me like it's the worst thing ever. And I'm like, Well, y'all got like 14 of y'all's guys. Like, y'all can actually be drowned out. Like, you fuck up, nobody gives a shit. Nobody can hear you. But
or even then, I feel because the armonia is like the background, you know, like
yeah, that's what we are. We're literally
like,
just
like
in the back.
we establish like the feel. So when you don't feel that
Consistency.
that you're like, oh shit. So maybe that makes it like way, but
just
it's
think
still
it's-
very annoying when you do one little fuck up. Or sometimes it'll be like sometimes I'll fuck around and put like some weird shit
Yeah.
in there, and then they're always like, what the fuck are you doing?
The fuck are you doing, you stupid bitch? And
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, shit, I'm sorry, right?
Yeah, right.
Or like, I'll do it sometimes too. Like, I'll start playing vihuela like on a son, and I swear I'm Tony Zuniga, so I'll do like I'll do something right, and I like just like butcher it because like either I fuck up or I'm trash, you know. So I'll do something like cool, and then like I look back and I'm like, damn, that kind of was trash, and then you're just looking at me like,
Yeah, I'm like,
what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, like, are you proud of that?
I'm like,
that make you feel good?
I'm like, yes, I am. And then like on this side, I'm just crying. Like,
Yeah, right.
No, dude, it's crazy. Like it's happened before. Like it's you're never gonna be perfect, and don't ever try to be because you never will be. So
yeah, you shouldn't be too hard on yourself.
You're gonna fuck up. We all do. Like especially if you're breaking into that. Like you're asking like if you want to gig as much as we do. Like you get into a group like that. It's gonna be rough, like, but everybody can tell you, like, you all start off like that, so it can be done. Like we did it, and we're probably the least competent people to do it. So just the fact that we're still doing it to this day, like, tells you it'll get better.
Yeah, the fact that we're still hireable after.
Yeah, dude. The fact that we're still getting paid weekly to do this is. It's just the wonder of our boss. I'm like thinking, like, what is he seeing us?
He must really like us.
No, he's like listening, like, pinches vatos. He's like, I'm gonna dock him this week. No, but yeah, just study as much as you can. Study as much music. Study the patterns and have an anticipation of what's coming next. That's really what it is. Like, just be ready for what's gonna come next. Like, figure out those patterns.
Just develop like a sense of feeling.
Yes, that's what. Es el sentido.
Yeah.
That's what my mom used to call it. Like,
yeah, and I mean, you'll feel it like as you keep playing more or you listen to more recordings of mariachi. Like you feel like when the change is coming, because everybody does something like like el adorno siempre va a llevar like a conclusion, you know, or like the bass mainly always does a certain scale that leads somewhere. So you just have to listen to that, and you will be fine.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're a bass player, you're fucked, but.
Yeah, when you're on bass and you fuck up, everybody's gonna straight look at you. But like I said, we all start off like that. Yeah. So just do your best. Really, just do your best, and consistency is key. That's what I'm trying to say. Dude, that's it.
Yeah, I think we're done. Had a good talk.
What else happened this week? Oh,
you weren't here.
No, I was gonna say like important things that happened. What's his name? Don Jesus passed away, man.
Oh,
I wanted to talk about that really quick. Rest in peace to Don Jesus Rodriguez de Ijar. I didn't really know him like personally or anything, but I saw like this cool video on Facebook. It's the one that I shared.
Yeah,
I thought it was so cool because he was talking about on there that, you know, when I think someone asked him, the guy in the interview, he was saying like, how do you feel about mariachi evolving and like and stuff like that. I can't remember exactly what it said, but it just said like, how do you feel about mariachis, like, you know, trying different things? Like, does that like go back against the traditionalist things that they do now and stuff like that?
Yeah, you basically said he's the king of that shit.
Yeah, he said that he innovated a lot of that. So I think it's cool that he said that. Like, I said it on the post, but I was like, mariachi will continue to evolve if we continue to try to innovate it. So we're us doing this podcast is really us just like, we're not critiquing anything. All we're doing is telling our stories, and we're not saying like that this mariachi is bad, that mariachi is bad, these people sound like shit or whatever, you know. Mariachi will only evolve if we keep doing things like this or playing music that isn't traditionally mariachi. Like, mariachi will always evolve if we keep doing something about it. Mm-hmm. And he said, like, really, mariachi back then, what was it, like I think he said it on there, like
Sones y polkas.
sones y polkas, and now mariachi with boleros and freaking all these different styles and stuff like that. And he really was one of the people to innovate that kind of thing, or introduce those themes into mariachi. And if he would have never done something like that, like you wouldn't be hearing that type of music now,
Mm-hmm.
So we can never really judge where mariachi's headed, because really it's just becoming something new. It's reinventing it and trying to grow it into something else. So that's really cool of him that he did some shit like that. So that's freaking badass.
Yeah, he's chill. Like, I've never met him. I've been in the same room as him.
Yeah, I had seen him in
never,
Albuquerque and stuff like that. So I never sat down with it and had a drink with them or anything.
It was always funny because the lady's like, yeah, like, feel free to talk to him or something. But he never seemed in the mood.
Yeah, like, you get intimidated with guys like that because you already know you ain't shit.
Yeah.
So, like, you go up to him like, hey, so how's the weather here in Albuquerque? And they're just, like, looking at you like...
They're like, no, I'm not from here, dude.
So de Mexico, like... But, yeah, you get... I just thought it was... cool to mention him.
Yeah, man.
That guy was truly a legend in mariachi music. So just rest in peace to that guy.
Yeah.
Don Jesus. Dang, I just ended it on a somber tone, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
Nah, it's cool though. We had to do it to one of them.
To one of them?
Yeah, one of the podcasts.
Oh yeah,
one of the
that's true.
It's not all fun and games,
Right. It's not all shits and giggles here.
Yeah. You're gonna get into feels and you're gonna like it. I mean,
I think are we done?
I think we went overtime on this one.
Nah, we didn't go too far.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Anything
I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
That time.
Is there anything you want to plug or talk about here for the ending?
For the ending, about what?
I don't know. Just anything.
Oh, thank you guys for listening to us
And watching.
Oh, and watching.
Yeah. Make sure you guys follow CharroBeans podcast on Instagram. Go to Apple Podcasts. Rate us, please.
Yes. We're on that too, dude.
What?
I had a friend that told me she couldn't listen to the podcast.
Oh, you told me this.
Because she didn't have Spotify.
So someone told you they couldn't listen to the podcast because they didn't have Spotify.
Yeah.
And then?
And then I asked her what phone she had. She told me she had an iPhone.
She had an iPhone.
Yeah. Just thinking about it, I'm like...
If you don't know... you go. I tried to make this podcast as accessible as possible. It's on Spotify. If you have an iPhone, you have a free app.
Free.
It's free. It's already preloaded into your phone, most likely. It's called Apple Podcasts. And on there, you can access the podcast and listen to it there.
For free, man.
For free. Or if you have an Android, Google Podcasts. If you have YouTube, which I know everybody does, we're on there too. So please go to all those, listen to us, rate us, comment, like, all that shit.
I can't stress this enough. We're literally everywhere.
We're literally everywhere. Like, I made it as accessible as possible. All I'm saying is, please listen, share, spread, subscribe, all that shit. We're doing big things. I'm hoping to do some big things with this
review.
Thank you for coming back and listening to us again talk about this bullshit. I think we're done.
Yeah. Thank you guys again.
Thank you guys again.
We'll see you next week.
Peace.